Today we are in Galatians chapter 5, and we're going to read verses 22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law, and those who belong to Christ have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. The fruit of the Spirit is something that I think I missed the mark on pretty much my whole life. The fruit of the Spirit, I thought, and I think that this was like a religious thing inside of me, that you could act a certain way. Like if you're a Christian, you need to act kind. If you're a Christian, you need to have joy. If you're a Christian, you need to act with love. And what I missed was that when the Holy Spirit is dwelling inside of you, you naturally produce this fruit. So when the Spirit is at work inside of you, you are naturally a more kind person. You are naturally more peaceful. You are naturally more faithful. And all these things, this is not your own doing. This is the work of the Spirit within you. But that doesn't mean that you are completely off the hook. Because verse 23 says, those who belong to Christ have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Hold on. It takes work and practice to crucify the flesh. There are passions and desires that you had before you came to know Christ, before the Spirit came to indwell in you, that you must now deny. You must crucify the fleshly desires to do those things. But the gracious thing that God has done is enabled us with the power of the Holy Spirit to have the strength to do that. People who literally just say they don't know how, but they just stop watching porn because the Spirit at work was within them, and or somebody that has an alcohol addiction and they say it was not me, it was God that did that. Somebody who, there's whatever it is, like all the different things, and you've got this addiction to this thing, or you do this thing constantly, and all of a sudden you just don't do it anymore, and you realize that was the work of God within you. He is giving you the strength and you the power. So he is enabling you to crucify your flesh. So day 1, we talked about the advocate. He is our helper and teacher. Day 2, we talked about the new covenant. Today, we talked about crucifying the flesh and the fruit that's produced through the Holy Spirit. Tomorrow, we're going to get into the Spirit's intercession, and then the next day, spiritual gifts, and so on and so forth. I'll see you then.